Welcome back to our channel, ladies and gentlemen. It has finally come to pass, and I know that the staunch Jubilee supporters and followers are now very elated, and they are now applauding the former President Uhuru Kenyatta for doing what they have always wanted him to do. And I understand today the meaning of the African proverb that a lamb is never a lion. You see, by yesterday, Kanini Kega and the group had threatened that they would not allow the Jubilee National Delegates Conference to take place. But it took place. From the onset, there were signs and symptoms that that place was meant for serious business, and the agenda had been set out very crystal clear. And there was just one agenda: to expel the Jubilee rebels. And maybe the other one was to send a clear warning to Gachagua and the likes that Uhuru Kenyatta is back and he means business. It started with the arrival of the Azimio leaders. Raila Odinga led Martha Karua, Kalonzo Musyoka, Eugene Wamalwa, Wajakoya, and they thronged that venue with supporters applauding them. And Uhuru Kenyatta led the Vice Chair David Murathe and the Secretary General Jeremiah Kioni, and all those who were to take up their new roles were there too. And then there were dances in Kikuyu language, Mugithi and all the likes, just to show Rigathi Gachagua that apart from the fact that this was a national event, the Kikuyu nation was also represented, and they were fully behind their son. A son who has been intimidated, a son who deserves respect, but is being intimidated by the powers that be. Then came the moment when they opened with the word of prayer, first from the Muslim sheikh, and then one of the PCA church pastors, a man who is not only a pastor but also a politician. And he sent a warning, and the warning was very clear that they were not ready to let Jubilee Party go to the foxes, because he had termed Kanini Kega and the likes as the small foxes being spoken in the Bible, and he sent a warning.
Verse moja tu, chapter 2 verse 15, inasema hivi, msikiza vizuri: catch for us the foxes, the little foxes that spoil the vineyard, for our vine have tender grapes. Tushikia hizi tubweha, uzu tubweha tudogo ambazo tunataka kuharibu shamba letu. Catch for us these small foxes. Shida ya yule anatunyang'anya anaitwa kanini, kwa hivyo it's like a small fox. Although the foxes are small, they can bring damage results in the vineyard. So siku ya leo, we want all of us NDC to catch these small foxes that are destroying the vineyard. As a party, these foxes wanataka kutuuza. They want to auction us. Wanataka kutupeleka mahali watuuze. They are enjoying their position kwa sababu walipewa na chama. Maandiko inasema, go and catch for us these small foxes. They want to sell us out. Hawana msimamo. Hata wakati kuna shida labda wasimami. We must silence the voices of small foxes. You want the small foxes. Mheshimiwa, tunajua hii sauti si ya bweha wale wakubwa. Siku ya leo tunataka kusimamisha wale wadogo. So that this vineyard can be able to grow on. Wale ambao, kama mchungaji nitasema hivi, wale ambao hawana heshima na wazee wao na viongozi wao, wameshapata laana kutoka kwa Mwenyezi Mungu. Sijui kwa nini Yesu alikasirika na maliza. Katika kitabu Yesu alikasirika akasema, go tell that fox. Unajua nisisosoma Biblia watasema ni maneno yangu ni matusi. Luke chapter 13 and verse 32. Musikize. And he said to them, go tell that fox, behold, I cast out demons and perform cures. Somebody must go and tell those foxes that we are here as Jubilee to remain. We are aware the vineyard has taken place. We are aware that this party was built through blood and sweat, resources and time. But we want to be held to catch the foxes. But nationally, go and tell them. Wale wataweza media muambie. Go and tell Ligiji. Atengeneza chama chake na Kanini na Sabina. Wagoje 2027. Go tell them. Hii hatuachiri watengeneze hao. Go tell them. Waende waambie kwamba walituahidi gas, wametuambia ni mitungi.
Haiwezekani shingo iruke kichwa. Haijawahi kusikika. Ya kwamba wale ambao walipata vyeo vile vidogo tulikuwa nazo, ambao wanajubilii waliwapee kwa heshima kubwa, hawa ati ndio sasa wanakuja kusema ndio watatuambia vile Jubilee itakaa. La, jukumu lao wakati walichaguliwa ni kwenda kusimamia na kutetea haki za wajubilee na manifesto ya Jubilee, haki za wanajubilee, sera.
Then came the Jubilee Secretary General, Honorable Kanini Kega, who read all the recommendations, read the minutes of the previous NDC that was held in 2002, and reminded the members of the party resolutions. And one of them was that anybody who had manifested characteristics of a member who is sponsoring or acting in a manner that promotes the ideologies of another party, then that member is deemed to have automatically ditched Jubilee Party. He read the names and they passed it, and that was it. I must say that Uhuru Kenyatta has been very patient, and this has been long overdue. And the speeches were very well choreographed. They targeted William Ruto, they targeted Rigathi Gachagua, they targeted the ills within the government. And the speeches were full of warnings to reminding the government that Uhuru Kenyatta is a senior Kenyan citizen that needs respect, to the plans to increase the taxes, to the reminder of the high cost of living. And they told the government to concentrate on fulfilling their promises and leave Jubilee alone. This is long overdue, and Uhuru Kenyatta has been very patient with Kanini Kega. Uhuru said there that he has never seen a neck growing longer than the head. Simply, he meant that Kanini Kega is just a small boy. And it is like Uhuru Kenyatta was reminding Kanini Kega that he built him. He made him who he is. And then he's now making a U-turn, and it's like he wants to bite the hand that fed him. Let me say this. When you manifest characters of a weak leader, people take advantage of you. This is the time for Uhuru Kenyatta to crack the whip. I believe that the National Delegates Conference, or that congregation, is the highest decision-making organ that ratifies all the recommendations, rubber stamps, or oppose. And so, Kanini Kega, Eden Canaan, Sabina Chege, and all the rebels have got their fates sealed. Eyes will turn to the Registrar of Political Parties, Madam Nderitu, who I believe has taken sides and is now dancing to the tune of William Ruto and Rigathi Gachagua. Now that this has happened, the political parties registrar, Madam Nderitu, must now pen his signature to expel Kanini Kega and Sabina Chege. Because it was in the National Delegates Conference where they were going to iron out their differences, because Uhuru had said it that he thought that he would hand over after the delegates at the National Delegates Conference, where they would iron out their issues, they will raise issues, what is ailing them. But some people are trying to intimidate him. Uhuru Kenyatta has made it very clear that he's not retiring any soon. Is there to lead until the members will tell him to hand over to a person of their choice. I think Kanini Kega and Sabina Chege and the group are taking their jokes too far. And this is the moment. Let me ask you a question, ladies and gentlemen. If it were William Samoei Ruto whose party is being joked around with, do you think such a person would have succeeded? Do you think you can snatch, maybe for example, UDA from William Samoei Ruto? Do you think you can snatch ODM from Raila Amolo Odinga? Uhuru Kenyatta must crack the whip, and he must now show them that Simba akinyeshewa usidhani ni paka. Do not mistake a lion for a lamb or for a cat. And with this, the Azimio is even stronger more than ever. The more Rigathi Gachagua and William Ruto play their mischief, it unites the Azimio fraternity. And if William Ruto is not careful, as we approach 2027, it might be very difficult for William Ruto, if at all, he will go up to 2027. It will be very difficult for him to win a second time, because people are now very tired. All the mischiefs, all the hoodwinking, all the lies have been exposed. And the next minute, you will see Kenyans rising up to the streets to protect Uhuru Kenyatta, to protect the interest of Kenyans. They will demand for cheap unga. Teachers will go on strike. Doctors, name it. Kanini Kega should concentrate on his role as a member of parliament at the East African Legislative Assembly. I believe he was elected and he's got big officials to fry on that end. Sabina Chege was nominated. Let her concentrate on her role. Let them respect Uhuru Kenyatta. The government must also concentrate on delivering services and fulfilling the promises that they gave to Kenyans, not looking for someone to avenge and to revenge, because Kenyans will not be kind to them. I don't know what to think, but that is my take.